Once again, today Ryan and I will be guessing which Camboy lost the most money in Vegas. Chat, if you know, if they've already spoken about it on JC's stream, please don't tell us. Please, no spoiler alerts. We really want to just figure this out on our own. And actually, when they get here, I'm gonna see how accurate we were. Later.
I think we should kind of do it differently, in my opinion.
Okay, tell me, bro.
Because there's only like 5 camboys there, technically. I think we should just predict out of all of the camboys who would we expect to lose the most money.
I agree. I actually,
because
yeah,
you know, they didn't even do a poker tournament.
No, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Which is perfect because we have all of them here.
Right. I think it would be because then we can guess off people who aren't there. That would be like, bro, I think they would be destroyed in Vegas.
Right, and then maybe I'll take a screenshot of this, and then if a bunch of us go for TwitchCon, then we can compare then.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I'm trying to turn this microphone. Chat, can you hear me if the mic is like this? I think it's fine. How you doing, bro?
I'm all right, not bad.
Good morning, afternoon. It's 3 p.m.
Yeah, I didn't even know what time it is. Really.
Honestly, I didn't either. Thanks for coming through.
Thanks for having me.
How was traffic?
It was horrible. I'm glad I made it though.
Really?
I brought the fight.
Yeah. What's up? Hey, everybody! Isn't there a fight this weekend? I heard someone talking about that. Or next weekend?
Every week there's a YouTuber fight or something. So
I do too, and I actually don't know anything about the fighting world. I know it's a big deal, but I never get that into it.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's a little overdone at this point.
It can be exciting if it's like someone's about to knock someone out, but honestly, that's about it.
Usually
for me.
That's about it. I agree.
Right. Okay, bro. So is this the right tier list?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweet.
That's it.
Dude.
So I feel like we just have to see what we think S through F would be. I feel like S would be that they would win money and be lucky, and then F would be they are just destroyed and they would be unlucky, and you know,
agreed
how that would work. So that's what I would say.
Agreed. That's a good call. I am so grateful for my friend and roommate Ryan here because he really knows how to think ahead on these kinds of things.
Thank you.
And also, I was thinking the same thing. You know, they're not all the Camboys are in Vegas, but we want to guess.
Yeah, because I think I know some things about some people, but also Vegas. You know, you can really lose tons of money if you're not smart with it. You can if you're unlucky. You play the wrong game there, you can lose $1,000 in like 10 minutes. It's crazy.
It's true. Also, fun fact, chat, y'all probably know this already. Ryan has never been to Las Vegas.
No, but I will be for TwitchCon, which is exciting.
And he will be there for TwitchCon, chat.
I already bought my tickets.
That's right, baby. You're set, ready to go.
I bought them all.
I'm excited for you for that.
Yeah, I'm excited because I wanted to go to Vegas and it actually be, I don't know, have a plan a little bit instead of just like going.
Mm-hmm.
And it also won't be 120 degrees, and it also won't be the wrong date for the poker tournament. So, and imagine I book my TwitchCon tickets for September 20th or something, and I'm like, I'm a month early.
No, oh my God.
JC will probably go to TwitchCon in September.
Yeah, he's already there for TwitchCon.
Yeah, he's already planning.
No, that is wild. I can't believe that happened. I didn't even see how they realized.
You can't believe it happened?
Oh, well, okay.
I honestly can.
You know what?
I can.
Good point. I can believe it, but still, wow.
I think JC would like if he had a wedding, he would like show up to the wrong venue and be like, you said this one.
Where's Chelsea?
Like, JC, it's your wedding. You didn't at least look it up on Google, you know, beforehand. Like I look up, like if I have a doctor's appointment, I'll look up where it is. I'll zoom in on the map where to park. You know, I guess just, I don't know. I'm just bizarre, I guess.
I will say, no, you are not bizarre. You are one of the most prepared people I've ever met. You and honestly, Renato, you're the two most, you both are always ready to go.
I think it's good to have a little, sometimes it's too much though. Sometimes I prepare too much. But some preparation is necessary, I think.
Absolutely. And you know what they say? Success is when opportunity meets preparation.
I agree. That is absolutely it. And some luck.
And yes, absolutely. Which we are hoping that you will have in Vegas in October.
Yes. I'll explain my ranking for myself, though, in a little bit.
Okay.
Because I have a limit to my funding.
Well, also, bro, so I kept saying, like, I tweeted, I'm going to stream at 1:30, guessing which Camboy is going to lose the most money in Vegas. And then I was working on my video. Again, Janie, thank you for the gift this up.
Yeah.
Love you, Janie.
Janie. How you doing, Janie?
Yeah, so I was working on that video. I got it uploaded. It's up. It's ready to go.
You posted it?
I posted. Yes, I'm so happy about it. Do gay men and straight men think the same?
Let's go.
But then I finished that video, so that delayed a little bit, and then I was literally kind of like stalling because I got worried. I was like, what if someone like lost a lot of money and then I'm like making fun of them and they feel bad about losing the money, right? Okay, good.
Don't go to Vegas.
Okay, yes, true.
My goodness.
But I texted Will. I was like, bro, is this okay? Like, did someone lose a lot of money and they're gonna be sad that we're like making fun of them? But no.
This is to me I'm just guessing and I have no idea anyway. Honestly, nor do I really care how much people win or lose because like you're in Vegas, good for you if you win. If you lose, whatever. Hope you have fun.
Yeah, and that's part of it, Like
that's
honestly,
gambling. That's what gambling is. It's a gamble.
Yes, and if you lose money in gambling, really, you need to go into gambling thinking like you're gonna lose money.
100%. Like you're just going there to have a good time, entertainment. Like when I play the slot machines, I know I'm not gonna win, but it's fun for an hour, and I get a little bit of excitement and serotonin, and then I'm out.
Right. If you are going to the movie theater, you're gonna spend like $20, $30 if you get snacks, whatever, and okay, this 3 hours, I'm gonna just have a good time watching a movie. I'm spending $30 on it.
It's entertainment.
If you're going to Vegas and you're gonna gamble, it's like, okay, I'm gonna spend $100, $300, whatever, and it's like I'm paying for just the fun of gambling, not to win money.
Yeah, just the thrill of it.
Exactly. So with that being said, chat, let's figure out which camboy was the biggest dumbass in Vegas.
Yes. Y'all wish you went to Vegas with them? Not really, Kat. Not really. It was really hot. There wasn't much of a plan, and that's fine. But I'm just saying I'm super excited for TwitchCon. I think that's gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
Really fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
I was trying to go, like I was saying earlier, chat, but honestly, I just had to stay back and edit. So at this point, now that my video is done and uploaded, I'm really happy that I made that decision.
Hell yeah.
But I know they had a lot of fun, and I actually, when they were in the pool earlier today, I was like, oh man, it'd be so fun to be swimming in that pool right now.
Although Keen and I were on Rocket League, and we both were like, man, there's probably a lot of stuff in that pool, man.
Oh my God,
I mean,
true.
let's just be real. The older I get, I think about stuff like that. I'm like, there are 300 people in this pool. Half of them are kids.
True.
What the hell am I in right now?
Bro, also, once again, actually, now I'm realizing this. Ryan, you and my boyfriend, Renato, y'all have a lot in common because he is very clean as well.
And we're both clean.
We both love men.
We both love men and cleaning. That's good. I would like to be compared to Renato. I think Renato's like a sharp person. Like, I think he's intelligent, honestly.
Bro.
I got you with that one.
Well, that makes me happy. And no, but really, though, like, he's always prepared like you are. And he's damn near a germaphobe.
I'm close to being I'm not a germaphobe where I could high five, handshake people, but like when I think about it now, especially after COVID happened and the whole sanitizer thing, and I'd be like, wait a second, some of this is like, even when we went bowling not too long ago, I'm like, man, how many people's hands have been in this, and how many people's feet have been in these shoes? True. And like, I don't know, it weirds me out.
True. I appreciate that because I think it's a good influence on me because I was not that I was dirty, okay? I wasn't like a dirty, gross person or whatever.
Dirty girl.
But I never had hand sanitizer on me, and like I never like I would wash my hands. But nowadays, after dating Renato, I wash my hands when I get home. I wash my hands.
That's good. You probably get sick less over time once that happens, I would assume. Although I was sick freaking 3 weeks ago, so who knows? But
who knows?
It happens to the best of us. Bambi's also having a great time with the vampire.
Bambi, go get him. Go get him. That means she's happy, right?
Oh, yeah, she's having a blast.
Let's go. That's what dogs do when they're like, oh, I love the energy going on around here.
Yeah, she's having a good vibe.
And I got to say, I love the energy going on around here as well.
Little Big Mac. I like it. Now I'm hungry. What's up, Little Big Mac?
What's up, Little Big Mac?
How you doing?
But yeah, okay. Well, let's get going on our little tier list here.
Let's do it. We should move some of the names because JC and Kian I never put first. I always put them last.
Okay, deal.
Well, you can just drag them out. It's funny though, the dogs definitely turn up when we're on stream. Always happens to me too. And JC, like, I went in the one day to just tell a story about Fusi. Just immediately, they were just brawling in the background. Like, I think they just know. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. They know something.
They're streamers.
They are. I mean, we live in a house full of streamers. I guess they know when to turn up for content. Yeah,
I think that, I mean, Bambi and Barry came to the C4 house as puppies.
We were streaming Bambi's
adoption.
So I mean, she really was like born in our world in a sense. Which
Do
is
you
funny.
remember how cold it was when we picked her up?
It was horrible. It was like 12 degrees. It was like really brutal.
It was actually bad. And then do you remember when she came out of their house and she
ran away? She ran away. Technically went the other way. Yeah, because JC wanted like a moment where she ran at him, and she just went right by him, and it was so funny.
She was going crazy, and I was so nervous because there were cars driving by, and there were like 12,000 people there watching. I was like, bro, we need to get this dog right now.
Bambi was wild for the first year of her life. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
She was wild.
And I will also say that I didn't really bond with her for that year.
Yeah. She was just nothing but a bark box for like 8 months. I remember every time I'd come over to C4 House, I'd be like, man, Bambi is something. She got trained, I think, right? They put her in a training program.
Oh yeah,
and then also she just grew up.
Yeah,
but she's like so much better now. As long as you don't leave trash.
Yeah.
If you leave trash out, she will definitely eat all the trash.
Yeah, and I also left some banana bread on the counter a few weeks ago,
that.
and that shit was gone by the time I got home.
That was like a delicacy to them. So.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. So I can move them down here?
Yeah. You just drag them around.
Okay. 1, 2.
She was little. She was. I think she was like 8 pounds when JC got her, and now she's 65 pounds or something like that. I weighed her not too long ago. She's a big girl.
She's eating good.
I love giving the dogs treats though, because I always say like, man, they deserve treats. They deserve the good things. They deserve toys and.
Yeah, it's one of the best parts of their lives.
Look at Cooper, man. He always wants my attention.
Hey, Coopy. Thanks for coming to the stream, Coopy.
He's like, why are you not looking at me?
So is Bambi. Bambi, hi, girl. Hello.
Hey, you guys want to come up? What do you want to do? You guys desperate?
Hello, Bambi.
She wants the camera time.
Yeah. You're just a little streamer, baby, ever since you was a little baby Bambi.
Oh, my goodness, babies. Hey, what you doing, big stinky? Oh, my goodness. See, this is what I do all day with the dogs. Just play with them and look at them. Make me laugh constantly.
Well, I mean, there's nothing like having some dogs around. I'll never forget when JC, I think he tweeted or posted on Instagram or something. He was like, man, life without a pet is just boring.
It is, yeah. There's just like not as much to do or like look at or I don't know. I like taking care of things. It's like this. I mean, you get a free wrestling match without having to pay any money for a ticket.
Yeah, they're just going for it.
Time.
And I also saw something recently that was like, you're not like an adult. I mean, the quote was like, you're not a man, but like, you're not an adult. You're not like fully a human until you're responsible for something.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Like a life in a sense, whether it's a dog or a human. Yeah, you want to be able to know that you can, that thing can live in your presence. Obviously, that's a good thing in life.
Yeah, you're responsible for it. You're taking care of it. I am clearly not an adult yet. I don't have a dog. Although I will say, dating Renato has made me like grow up a lot. I'm like, oh, I'm responsible for this other person in a sense.
Yeah.
But not like the whole life. Like Cooper would not live without you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so
he's pretty independent, but not really. He does follow me everywhere, so I mean, I guess he's not that independent.
Oh, he's obsessed with you. He loves you.
Yeah. Well, look at him go. Look at him go. There he is.
All right.
That's not a toy.
Well, is that Jake? Is that first one Jake?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's get going on our little tier list here. Who would lose the most money in Las Vegas?
And Chad, you can put in the comments here, in the chat what you think, and then that can help sway our opinion, because sometimes your opinion is more valuable than ours because you guys know our friends just as much as we do.
100%. You definitely consume more content of them than we do.
Yes.
So let us know. Okay, let's start with Jake.
Okay.
Jake Weber.
Okay. Do you even think Jake would gamble?
No.
I don't think he would even gamble.
No, me neither.
I don't think Jake has ever gambled.
No.
And I don't mean that in a way. I just don't. Like, if you were like, Jake, have you ever played Texas Hold'em, Jack Black? Like you said in the stream, Jack Black, roulette. I feel like he would be like, no, I've never. He'd be like, I've played egg roulette, which is a stinky game on the whatever piece. But like, I don't think Jake's ever gambled before.
No, I don't think Jake would gamble. I think he would probably go to some other crazy, weird sort of attraction in Las Vegas other than the slots.
There's like a game called Roulette or whatever. I think it's a Chinese game, but I feel like he would be like, oh yeah, I went to China and played Roulette in like the streets of Tibet or something. And you'd be like, okay, Jake.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't. I don't think he would just be a gambler at heart. So you know what? I actually think he would be, he'd be S, because you can't lose money if you don't spend money.
Good call.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yes.
I think that's
okay.
a fair take.
So if Ashley Nicole Johnson, thank you for subscribing to Tier 1 for 30 fucking months. What the hell?
3 first names just like me. Ryan, William, Abe, Ashley Nicole Johnson. Welcome to the club of having 3 first names as your name.
Let's go, Ashley. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being on a 14-month streak as well.
Yeah,
Love
damn,
you.
nice. Yeah, Sammy, F would be like they're screwed. They're losing it all. And then S is like, hey, they're either making money or they're good. They're not losing money. So
Yes.
And then everything in the middle could be like, we're not exactly sure. But yeah, I think that's fair with Jake. I don't think he gambles. I know he doesn't gamble. He just doesn't gamble.
Yeah, I can see again. I can see him doing something completely like that you've never heard of before in Vegas.
Yes, I agree.
And having a ball.
Yeah.
And not losing any money.
Yep, I agree.
All right, next up, we got a big one.
Oh, Crawford. Okay. My initial state is that as much as Crawford has won in things, I have also seen Crawford lose in things, especially when we were doing the steak back in the day. And it'd be like all the Camboys would always let you know when they won a lot of money, but they never told you when they lost a lot of money.
Nope.
And that's the thing with gambling and betting.
Yep.
So I know Crawford loves to bet and gamble. He just does.
He loves it. He enjoys it.
He enjoys it. He has the money for it. It's not like he's losing money that he doesn't have. But I would say he's got to be close to that CF range just because I have witnessed him lose some money before. I'll tell you that.
I agree. I think C.
I think C is fair, because he still wins and he still has some luck sometimes. But I think he just gets so excited even when he's up. Instead of being like, you know what, I'm up, I'm out. He'll just kind of keep going and keep trying to get that. And then sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, also, chat, I forgot to say, y'all probably already know this, but the boys have poker nights every once in a while. I've yet to participate in one.
They've been fun.
But Ryan is always there.
Yes.
So you have a lot of valuable input on this.
Yes. I've lost 80 once, won 140, and then won 380. So I'm up almost $500 in the poker games.
Damn. And it's Texas Hold'em, right?
Yeah, we play Texas Hold'em.
All right, one day I'll join.
Yes.
Because I know how to play Texas Hold'em. Last time I brought it up, like, JC was like, nah, you don't know how to play it. And I was like, bro, yes, I do. I know how to play Texas Hold'em.
It's honestly a lot of luck, too. It's really just, like, making the right decision and hoping the other person makes the wrong decision. That's really all it is. Like, you know, it doesn't take that much skill unless you're a professional. Like,
yeah, unless you can, like, you know how to, like, really trick people with your poker face.
Yeah, which most people can't because we're not that great at it.
No,
so.
I get bad cards and I'm like, fuck, and you see it right on my face.
I think that's fair, though. I think the chat agreed with C for that. I think that's solid. C for Crawford.
All right, cool. C for Crawford, easy.
Yeah.
All right, Dill.
No, I believe I was in the stream. They said he won a little bit.
Oh, okay. This weekend?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think he won a little bit. I think they said he was up. I mean, Dill for me is probably in the mid-tier range. Because I think Dill has some streaks of good luck and then streaks of bad luck.
Yeah, he loves it too, which means he must go up sometime.
Yes, and when we did, it was Christmas Day a couple years ago, and we did like the stake thing, and we all won like $1,200 each. We won like $5,800 on that. Oh, I remember. And he was a part of that. So like, that's solid.
A, B?
No, I think B. Yeah, I think B is fair. Like. I'm going off of, like, are people lucky, too? Like, there's certain Camboys that are lucky, and there's certain ones that just aren't that lucky. Yeah. I think Dill's kind of right in the middle of that. Like, you know, but he's responsible. I don't think he would be betting a lot of money that he couldn't afford to lose, you know? So, like, I think that's pretty fair. I think he's a step above Crawford with, like, the chance of him losing money is less than Crawford. Yeah. I think Crawford would kind of keep at it.
Yeah, I agree. I think Dill going into a game right in the middle fits for him because I could see it going either way.
Yes. I could see him getting really upset. And being miserable the whole night or being the happiest human being on earth. And that's just the way it is sometimes. You know, that's what gambling does to you. So I think B is fair for that.
Okay. Well, next up we got B for Brian.
Okay.
So
I've never seen you really gamble before.
Oh, really?
Not really.
Let me think. Yeah, I guess that's true.
I've never seen you play the card games. I've never seen you play stake or anything. Stake is like online slots and stuff like that.
Well, let me tell you. Okay, so my gambling history. Let me see. I know how to play poker.
Okay.
I know how to like play Texas Hold'em. I know how to play. I love this game called 13.
What is 13? I've never heard that.
13 is like poker, but it's kind of like war, but poker.
Oh, okay, yeah. I used to play War all the time with my family back in the day. It was fun. I used to love playing that.
I've been to casinos. I have experiences of losing money, and I have experiences of gaining money.
Okay, good.
But going into it, like, I know, and also I'm not like loaded. I'm not gonna lose a ton of money because I don't have a ton of money to lose.
Right.
But going into like a blackjack game, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, no, blackjack. It's also just kind of guessing and using very basic math. It's not like a lot of these games are very basic when you dumb it down. It's luck of the draw. That's literally all it is.
Yeah, and I said to the chat earlier, there's a quote from Rush Hour 2 where Ricky Tan says to Jackie Chan, imagine a business where people hand you money and you hand them back absolutely nothing.
Right, literally. Yeah, exactly.
So I've had that experience of, going to a blackjack table and spending money and losing everything. However, I will say last time, maybe not the last time I was in Vegas, but the last time I played slots in Vegas, I won some money.
Nice. How many times have you gone to Vegas?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know how many times you've been there?
I've lived in California for a very long time.
You've been on the West Coast. You probably been like 5-6 times, if I had to guess.
I think more.
Oh, really? Wow.
Honestly,
okay.
yeah.
So then you should be in like the B tier then, I feel like, with Dill.
I agree.
I might even put you above Dill. I think you probably have a better chance of winning, in my opinion.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh,
if it's bended, they're like, no, sir, we don't want that. Yeah, I think that's fair. If you've been to Vegas a decent amount of times, too, maybe you kind of got down a little science of what's good for you, what works, what doesn't.
Yeah, but I will say when I say I won money, I mean I played the slots and I won like $36.
Money is money, though. If you win and you're in the green, that's something.
Yeah, and it feels really good because even just winning $36 on a slot, you assume you're going to lose money.
Yeah, exactly.
So
no, the win is a win is a win, as they say.
Yeah. Okay, Will.
All right,
ooh, this is kind of a tough one.
This is a tough one
because Will is is one of the most street smart people I know.
Yes, he is.
He knows the ins and outs of like the stock market, which is oftentimes a gamble.
Yes, gambling. Yeah, for sure.
I think he did stake. Did he do stake?
Oh yeah.
He knows blackjack. He knows Jack Black.
He does, yep, which is cool.
Loves his movies.
Love Jack Black.
And he's been up, he's been down. He loves sports betting.
Yes, sports betting is tough.
Right.
I know that Will gets real close. Like he'll do a 6-team parlay, which is like 6 different bets. He'll get 5 of them right.
Yeah.
And then that last one won't hit. And then if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit.
That's the tricky thing about a parlay.
So my thought for that would be he might be in that C tier again.
Yeah.
Because he's more risky with his bet. Like he'll take more risks. Will is like, it'll be like, I'm gonna go big or go home, and which is how you win money technically, but it's also how you lose money.
Right.
And so I would say my gut is telling me he's in the C tier with Crawford.
Yes. Also, Lauren Garretts, thank you so much for 21 months of being subscribed to the Brian TERADA Baby Twitch.tv channel. Thank you so much for being here. Lauren, love you. Can't wait to see you next week for Taylor Swift. Let's go, baby. All right. We'll throw him in C. But does he go above or below Crawford?
I think Crawford should be, well, technically below is worse. I've witnessed Crawford lose money before. I think it's pretty. They're pretty even.
They're pretty even.
Yeah, yeah. They both like to bet and gamble for sure. So like, that's fair.
Yeah, and yeah, I agree. Okay, so I already was looking at the next Camboy. It's David, and knee-jerk reaction. I think David loses.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think David would say he's unlucky with that kind of stuff.
Right?
Yeah, he's always said that. So
but why? Why? I don't even know why I think that. I'm just like, no, David would just lose.
Yeah, I think it would because it would be funny, and then David's doing really well, so like he wouldn't be distraught. Yeah. David would lose money and be funny about it, which which is better than like if someone's upset and you're like, oh geez, like this is kind of awkward now. I've gone to the casino with my friends where they win and it's fun, but then when they lose, like they just immediately want to go home, and it's like, you're kind of ruining it for everybody else. And it's like, try to be neutral with it. So David would be fun. Look at Koopy. David would be funny. He would be, if he lost money, he would make a joke out of it, or he'd be like, that's what I get for, blah, blah, blah. So I agree. I think that's funny. I think it'd be funny to put him in F because I feel like David would be like, you know what, F it. I'm doing $1,000 hand on black, and he'd be like immediately red. And he'd be like, I'm going home. You know, and that would be like a video he would do type of thing.
Absolutely.
So
a little bit.
like I could see his story being like, I'm gonna dominate, and the next one would be him on the bus leaving or something.
He's like, oh, lost $1,000 at the blackjack table.
Yeah,
I'm going home.
You put like a filter on his face or something. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I think that's fair. I think he would agree.
Yeah. Oh,
Sorry, Cooper is turning up right now.
I was just thinking. I wonder what they're thinking when we're streaming.
This doesn't happen normally when we're just chilling.
Yeah.
It's because we're not giving them attention, and it's different. Like,
here,
let me pick them up.
Babies, we love you, babies. Go get them, baby. Okay. Also, excuse me for a moment. I just really need to use the restroom.
Do your thing.
I'll be right back, chat.
Here's my little baby. Now he's happy. Are you calm now? Are you calm? There you go. You must see when I hold him like a child like this, he calms down. But then when I hold him, Bambi gets jealous, and Bambi will try to bite his tail just to get him down, and it never really works out. Damn, you went to Taylor Swift as well, and your name is Taylor, so I mean that's an obvious win for you. Oh my goodness, Cooper. Are you having a good day? Oh, there's a hair in his eye. There you go. Got it. You guys can't see, but Bambi is staring at me like I have like just done the worst thing ever to her, and she can't believe it. I'm sorry. I know you're not. I'm not holding you as well. Also, the next person on this list is Danny. Honestly, it's a pretty easy joke, but can Danny even gamble? All right, there you go. That was too easy to say. Danny is 21 now. How old is Cooper? He is, in dog years, he is, I think, 45. He is 8. Although he's still running around like he's like 2. He hasn't really changed, which is interesting. He clearly still has tons of energy. You know, he still does his thing all day. He's like he's a 2 going on 8 or 8 going on 2.
Oh, I feel so much better. Thank you so much, Ryan. Of course. I had to pee for like 5 minutes. I was like, man, I don't think I can make it. Okay.
You should just peed your pants.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I saw this like invention on someone's Instagram story, and it was like a portable porta potty for in the car.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and there was one for men and one for women, and it was like just a
hose or something.
Essentially, it's like this collapsible tube.
Yeah. I mean, hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Hey, I will say I've gone in a water bottle in the car before.
Oh yeah, I've many times in my life on a road trip or something where it's like you're cruising. You're like, I'll just take care of it now.
100%. Yeah, we've all been there.
Everybody,
most of us.
Not everybody. I feel like it's easier for guys to do it. I'm sure.
Much easier.
But
although this website also had one for women.
That's cool.
I don't know how exactly
Diversity.
it would work, but yeah, I'm glad that they made it available. All right, next up we got Mr. Capture Ska, who was here earlier. I think he's gone now. But yeah, Danny.
Danny was in your chat?
Yeah, he said what's up. He made me twerk.
He made you twerk?
Yeah, he said twerk or I leave. And then I twerked and he still left.
Oh, he should have just left in general.
I know. I don't know why I twerked.
Yeah.
I twerked for free.
He bullied you into doing it.
And he got gifted a sub.
And then he left?
And he still left.
Fake.
And he left L.A.
Fake.
So fake.
He's not capturing. Well, he's capturing Ka, I guess, but not capturing La.
No.
No
he's
longer.
No law.
I think Danny wouldn't gamble at all.
Yeah.
Danny's a little stingy with his money. Like he's a little like.
He'll keep it.
If I give you $5,
he's gonna charge you interest.
He'll be like, I want 6.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that like if he gambled, he would argue with the blackjack table. He'd be like, okay, if I put down 10 and I lose, could you give me back 7, and then I'll come back and be like, no, just gamble or leave. You know,
because you wanted me to put it down.
Right. So I feel like Danny like would put down $10 in a slot, lose, and then be like, all right, I'm gonna call Reggie, and then they would just talk for like 2 hours, and then he would just go in the hotel, which is, you know what, is honestly a better bet than most.
100%. That's smart.
That's almost how I am, to be honest. But I'm the opposite of stingy. I'm an idiot with my money, not in a negative way, just in like a life is short. If I want this food or this thing, I'm gonna get it because that's just how I've always been. I grew up super poor, so like if I have any money, I'm like, nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy something.
Yeah. You also.
And I don't care if people eat my stuff, buy my I don't care. It doesn't. I never. Like who cares?
Also, when you have money, you give it away.
I do like to give it. I mean, I literally like to do that. I guess it's a part of my. What is that thing that they say? Like some people's thing is gifting, some is giving. What is that? Your love
language.
Love language. I like to give. I just unfortunately have never had really the bank account to give as much as I would like to. But I remember one time when I did my tattoo stream at JC's, and it was like you donate, and then you get to do a tattoo design, and then we'll pick one in JC Tattoos. I made like $2,000. And I remember being like, that's stupid. Like, that's way too much money to make in one stream. I just, like, gave my friends, like, $100.
You start Venmoing people.
Yeah, I was like, and they were like, why? I'm like, I don't know. I just felt weird about making this kind of money, so I'm just going to give you guys $100 each. And they're like, dude, thanks.
Well, also, you did the same thing when we were on the road trip.
Yeah, did I forget?
Yes, you did. The night that we went out.
Why I'm broke sometimes, but whatever. I don't know. It makes me happy.
But anyway, back to Danny.
Danny should be in the S tier because he would not lose money because he wouldn't allow it.
True. Just like Jake.
Yeah. I think that's super fair.
So the S tier is basically like people who would lose no money or make a lot of money.
Yeah. And so far, I feel like they would just lose no money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Danny would lose $10 and Jake would go to some sort of like Cirque du Soleil and have more fun.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, Crit.
What?
Crit, I think Crit would just lose money.
Okay, here's the thing. It depends if Christian is drinking. If we're talking sober Christian, he's probably chilling.
Yeah.
Because sober Christian can have a lot of fun regardless. That's one thing I like about Christian. Mm-hmm. But if Christian is turned up, he might lose $40,000. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He might open up a new credit card,
like,
head to the slouch.
It might be a real problem because when he's turned up, he's in another level.
Oh,
and
yeah.
We've witnessed it in our group chat sometimes where he'll just go on like I love you rants and stuff, which once again is nice. It's
Absolutely.
like Savage does that too.
Mm-hmm.
He did it last night. I love y'all boys. And I'll be like, I don't even have to look at a stream. I know Savage is inebriated.
Fucked up.
When you got the boys saying I love y'all, and then I always joke with Devontae, but Devontae every like couple of weeks will get drunk and I'll go in and I'll be like, all right, did he thank K&J yet? And it'll be like, bro, I did and then he'll literally be like, because you know what, man, without JC, and he changed my life. So I always say the Oscar speech, like he's giving his Oscar speech every time, like acting like he won an award. I love it. I literally love it when he does it.
Me too.
So Christian is kind of like that when he's drinking. So I think he could go. Honestly, maybe like behind Dill and B. Like, I don't know if he would lose tons of money always, but he probably may not win a lot. I think he might break even and have ups and downs. Maybe he wins $1,000 then loses $1,000. If that makes sense. Yeah. But he's sensible enough to be like, okay, I got a lot. He has a lot of responsibilities. Yeah. And he's been good with his money. So yes, I think right in that middle is solid.
I agree. All right.
Next true. Danny's in the S tier. Wait a second. That might be one of the first times Danny's ever been in an S tier before.
For anything?
I put him in S tier once for gaming, obviously, but this might be the only other time. So good for Danny.
Good for you, Danny. Yeah. Too bad you left after I twerked for you and you got gifted a sub.
He got what he wanted and left.
Yes.
Yeah, he used you, bro. It's messed up.
Damn, he left L.A. after he got what he wanted.
It's messed up.
Okay, next up we got Medium D. Devontae. I think Devontae is like an F.
I think so too. Devontae, I think, would admit he has some bad luck sometimes. Like he'll say that and be like, "Oh my god, I knew this was gonna happen." Or when he did the stream with JC.
Oh, Bambi, baby, what do you
sounds
know
like she
with
has something.
Bambi?
I don't know what it is.
Bambi, let me check.
He did the stream with JC, and I could tell that like he did not want to do this turbulence thing, which is, if you don't know what it is, you don't have to, but. Halfway through it, this old lady's in there with him, and then JC's like, "Hey, why don't you show her some turbulence?" And you could just see him. He was like, "Why does the worst case scenario always happen?" So like, you don't know what that is, and you don't have to. I'll just tell you that. But sometimes I feel like with Devontae, if it's either good luck or bad luck. And lately, his stream has been really good, but in real life, bad luck things happen to them.
I agree.
I think just like David, it'd be funny. Devontae wouldn't get upset about it. And like he's handles things really well. So he'd be like, bro, I'm never drinking again. How many times has he said that? Or,
yes.
no, I'm never gambling again. So
Which makes sense because they both say that.
Yes. David says that as well all the time.
I think he goes above David.
I think so too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's
We
fair.
are so in sync on this so far.
I think it's fair.
Knock on wood.
Yes. Is this wood?
No. I don't know.
Close enough to wood.
What is this?
Plastic.
What's this? Is this plastic?
Probably. I mean,
Maybe.
90% of
Everything
things
is
are plastic.
plastic.
They just hide it as not.
Okay, next up we got Big Savage.
Wow. See, Savage is another one where it's like he gets so drunk. I don't know if he even knows how much he'll lose, right? Like, I think Savage, you could be like, he could lose $2,000 and not know it until the next day, and then wake up and be like, oh no, I gotta do a subathon or something, you know? So like, I think Savage getting turned, not daily, but I feel like he drinks multiple times a week, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got to go low.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like the drunker you get, the worse your decision making is, right? Because you'll go, you know what? You're more likely to say, fuck it.
I could see him being below Will on C.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Because he doesn't have as bad luck as Devontae, but he does get really turned.
Yeah.
I was going to say that seems super fair. C.
I could also see him like winning a lot sometimes.
He got one time Train, you know the streamer Train?
Yeah.
Do you remember one time he like entered a giveaway by like chatting and Train stream, and I think Savage got like $8,000.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
it was in like the crypto poop shit, but still it was like he got thousands. I've never won like thousands of dollars before in some, or I've never been like gifted like $8,000,
Right.
which why would you? But like that's crazy. So there's luck in that. So
yes.
yeah, I think that's fair. And just like Will and Crawford, like they have won a lot of money before. They just have lost a lot of money before.
They are very similar. Like
all three of them.
Crawford, Will, and Savage. Like I could see them like winning a lot and losing a lot.
See, with Will, like is a smart sports bettor. He just there's always like one that gets him, and it's not his fault. It's just the way it is sometimes. But to get 5 out of 6 bets right is not easy. I've witnessed Will get 5 out of 6 bets right 30 times. He's been so close to winning like $10,000 so many times, but it just doesn't matter if you don't win. So.
Yeah. I feel like maybe if he on his next parlay, he should just do one less game.
Yeah, I agree. Do 5.
Yeah, do 5, Will.
Also, I got to tell you a funny story. So one time, Dommy D weekends, this is probably in 2017, and sports betting was legal in Jersey, but it wasn't in Cali. And he was like, man, I want to make some sports bets for football. And I was like, yeah, my friend Tim has like a whole big like brokerage account thing. He would be able to do that, whatever. We'll just figure it out. So he's like, I'm doing like a 10-team parlay. And I was like, like a dad, like, well, that's not the best idea because that's really never won before. He put like $500 down, and I told my friend Tim, and he's like, "Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I'm down to do it. He's not going to win." Well, he won. He won like $9,000.
Holy shit!
My friend was like, "Wait, I gotta send him $9,000," and it became like a tax thing with my friend Tim, and he's like, "I'm never doing that again." And I was like, I'm so sorry.
God, yeah, that can get complicated
but sometimes you can get lucky, like
for sure.
Sometimes you get lucky.
Yeah.
But Tom won, man. I couldn't believe it.
And you're like, holy shit.
And I felt like an idiot because I was like, well, I was wrong. I was so wrong. Bro. I'm sorry. And I was happy for him. But my friend Tim was like, oh.
Well, you were looking out for him. You just
I just wanted him to have some fun with some things. And I didn't want him to lose. And but he won. So
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got Mr. Thomas.
No shot Thomas is losing a single cent.
Yeah.
Maybe $1. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think Thomas is similar to me where his anxiety is so high that like it wouldn't allow him to lose money.
Maybe he's an A.
I think an A. Yeah. Because Thomas has had some unlucky things happen to him, and like even the Reality House, the first time I met him, he falls off a ladder. Do you remember that?
No.
We were doing
I wouldn't know. I didn't even know about that.
Dom actually. And I again, we were doing our final like challenge for that night, and it was like the bug box. And it was hung up, and Thomas was fixing it on a ladder and literally fell, almost crushed both of us with boxes on our head. And it was I remember I was like, oh, that's such a bad luck moment for him. So like he has those moments, but he wouldn't allow himself to lose money in Vegas. I mean, maybe $50.
Yeah. He's got a good head on his shoulders when it comes to something like that. And you're right. If he lost $50, he'd be like, okay, I'm out. I'm gonna go like get food or something.
Right. And I think that's fair. I think A is super fair for that. And look, he looks like he's about to, give a nice little toast and then go on with his night.
Yeah, that's him after he lost $50. He's
Yeah.
like, look, I'm just gonna go spend money on something I actually get a return on.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, next up we got Rick.
Instant gut is F for
F,
Rec. And
yeah.
I'm telling you why. They're very similar. Devontae, David, and Rec.
Yeah.
It's like the self-pity humor, but in a funny way.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they're very aware. They're honestly, all three of them are geniuses because they know how to turn it on at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people I think that Devontae and Rec are a little dumb.
No.
People don't realize they know what they're doing.
They know what
they
they're
are
doing.
smart. They know how clips work. They
They're
know how
performers.
characters work.
Yes.
They are always good.
Yes.
Because off camera, they're just chilling.
Oh, yeah.
They're normal. They're quiet.
Oh yeah.
People that know how to turn it on are smart. So
Mm-hmm.
I think Rec would lose and turn it into a video and
Yeah.
like how I lost $2,000, blah blah blah.
And then I realized.
And that's when I realized exactly. So I think like he's right sandwiched in F. And
Yes.
it would be Rec, another person handles it well. Is not someone that would bring down the mood, and is somebody that like even if he lost money, you would still have fun with him. He could take jokes well. They all take jokes well. So
I think he goes in between those two.
yeah, make it a sandwich.
Yeah.
Make it a sandwich.
Boom. Yeah, I think he'd take it in stride. He'd still have fun. He'd still go out that night. He would lose whatever he lost, and then the next day you wouldn't even hear a single thing about it.
It wouldn't be a problem.
All right, next up we got Kevin. Oh, let me think. Okay, Kevin.
Kevin would be high for me. I think he's lucky.
I think he would win.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he's at least an A.
He's lucky. I remember even like all I wanted to do last year was go to the Super Bowl. And I remember one day Kevin was like, guess what? I'm going to the Super Bowl. And I was
Yeah.
like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sitting here thinking about spending $4,000. He's like, all expense paid.
Yep.
I'm flying in this, flying that. He's like,
Yep.
Kevin, get some really good breaks,
Yes.
and that's also because he works hard
He
and
works so hard.
puts himself out there more than I do. But
Yes.
like, I remember being like, you lucky son of a bitch.
Yes, absolutely.
I've never been to the fucking Super Bowl, and I literally might be. I swear to God, I think I'm in the top 100 Eagle fans in all of.
Ever.
Because you've watched me.
Oh, I
won't
witnessed it.
Even with sports. Brian, I remember I made him feel bad one day. I wouldn't high five you, and you were like, "Why won't you high five me?" I'm like, I can't.
That was for
until
the Phillies.
I know, but like I was like, until this ends,
Yes.
I can't show
No.
you
No.
anything.
No.
And I think you realize like, oh, he actually is
No,
insane.
no,
It's not a joke. I'm insane with sports.
And I mean, this stream is all about luck and superstition, and that's exactly what it is and what it was for you.
Yes.
With your fandom, it really does matter. And anyway, I think Kevin.
The fact that he got to go to the
is-
Super Bowl, that means he
Right.
would win $5,000 on a $20 bet in Vegas, in my opinion. Because I'm telling you, I think it would happen that way.
And for Kevin, it's not just luck, like you said. It's like, there's a quote. It's like, the harder you work, the luckier you are.
Putting himself in the right position to get lucky. You can only get lucky if you are putting yourself out there. It's like they say, like, if you want to find a wife and you don't leave your house, it might take a little longer, but
Yeah.
if you put yourself out there, you go to certain places and try, there's a chance it'll happen. So he puts himself out there enough to do that.
So I would say,
A.
yeah, above
Thomas. Agreed.
Yes.
So far, we have not disagreed once, which is
Well,
wild.
I know this is like the most on.
Yeah, this is perfect. We're on par right now.
Exactly. We every single one we're like, yeah, exactly that spot.
Yeah.
All right, we got Mr. Reginald.
I think Rec is too anxious to lose money. I think he would lose money for the bit. I'm thinking of like a YouTube video versus because obviously like nobody wants to lose money, but yeah, I think this is smart.
I went bankrupt on my first time in Vegas.
Right.
Yeah.
Literally, that's exactly what I could see.
Yeah.
Reggie. Now,
Okay. Wait. Before
Okay,
you say something,
yes.
let me just think for 1 second.
I already have my answer.
Okay. Reggie would.
I think
go
Reggie.
to Vegas, and he would. I think he would. What would Reggie do in Vegas?
I think Reggie.
He's an A. I think he's an A.
I think Reggie would only have $20, and he would be like, "I'm only gambling $20." Everyone would laugh at him,
Yeah.
and then he would put $20 in one slot machine, lose, and go, "All right," and leave,
Yeah.
and literally maybe leave
Yeah.
and go home.
He would drive back.
Right.
Or
I'm not
back to
even.
Kansas
I'm
City.
not even kidding. I actually think that's what Reggie would do. I think he would put $20 in, and then like leave Vegas.
Yes.
And I think that alone should put him at least an A or S.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe right next to his brother.
Let's do it.
There's no way Reggie's losing hundreds of dollars.
We got the Webbers up there.
I think that would be a business decision.
Yeah. So far, chat, right now the S tier is basically people who just wouldn't lose money.
Yes.
Yeah, which
Yes.
is the question: who would lose the most?
Yes.
So they're winning.
There's a couple people I think coming up that would win, but so far the top is just people that wouldn't be spending tons of money, and that's super fair.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Next up, we got Mr. Anderson Webb. I need to think for a second.
This is a tough one. This is one where I might be torn because I actually don't really know.
No. Okay, so Andy is a very, very smart, like,
He's very business savvy.
very savvy
Yeah.
is the word.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And gambling can oftentimes be a stupid act, which is the opposite of savvy.
Yeah.
So, but I can see him also being like, yeah, I'm gonna try for this, mate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go play this blackjack table over here.
I think he'd have a game plan.
Yeah,
He would play this table. If he loses, go to that table, but then he would be done too. Like Andy is not someone that would be like, I'm not leaving until I'm. No,
He's not gonna lose control.
He would have a specific plan. If it didn't work, he would just leave. So I think
B or A. B.
I would say top of B.
Top of B.
Yes,
Yes.
because of his business savvy. Because I'm not a business savvy person. I'm not, and like I feel like Andy has that sense of like, okay, I got to be smart. I got to invest. If I do this, I'll pull out right away, and then I'm good. Like he's smart.
And that's if like we were really doing it, and like we were all there.
This is all hypothetical. Like I know everyone could say, I don't think so. This is like if we're all gambling, and we have to spend at least something.
Yes.
That this is kind of where it would go.
Yeah, exactly. I can't see Andy just being like, I can't wait to go to the casino down in Pachanga.
We're split. Our friend group either loves to gamble or doesn't. It's like it's an addiction or it's not. That's literally what it is with our friend group. It's probably if there's 77 camboys, let's say it's 40 of them are addicted to gambling and 40 are not, type of a thing. That's how it is. So I don't know how many camboys we have anymore. It doesn't make sense.
All right, next up we got H. I don't know.
That's a tough one because I've been to Miami with Harrison and like he has a good time, but he's also smart and he's related to Anderson and Big Brother. He's also very savvy and he makes smart decisions. He doesn't think he thinks before he speaks and he thinks before he acts. So I really think he's right in
Next
that.
to Andy?
Right. I think that's fair. I think even above Andy. He's the big brother. The man has a cookbook out. If you can have a cookbook out, you're making good business decisions. You're not worried about gambling. You're not worried about that. You're just making specific decisions. I think that's fair.
Yep. I agree. I support that. All right, Mondo. I think Mondo is like a C or an F.
I think C. I think right in between Will and Savage because Mondo has some bad luck. He's had some bad luck with our computers.
Yeah.
You know, some things that happen where you could tell he's like, uh-oh. And like, you know, he always means well. So he would go in with the intention of having fun, but then might be like, yeah, I shouldn't have did that, bro. I lost dead ass, bro. I lost 500, bro.
And then I went over to this table, bro.
Yeah.
And I lost another 500, bro.
Yeah. But he wouldn't affect the mood or anything, which is good. But I do think that there would be a couple moments where like he would be like, no, I got this. And then he'd be like, no, it didn't work.
No.
So I think in the middle of Savage and Will would be fair for that.
I can see that.
Then you got S for Mondo. I think we know Mondo a little more than some of the viewers, if that makes sense. Like,
okay. Yes. So I like, you know, our reasoning going into that makes sense. But then when I look at it, I'm like, Mondo's next to Will.
He should be probably above that then.
Mondo above Will.
Maybe Mondo should be up by Dill then. Because there is a pretty big difference between those three and Mondo. You know,
right,
I feel like,
that's what I'm saying.
I feel like Mondo is not somebody that I would expect to gamble that much.
Right.
And the reason the C category is there is because I feel like they would be like, F it, I'm throwing $1,000 on the table. I don't think Mondo would do that. So I think I'm more fair in B.
Yeah, I can see that.
Definitely not S though, for sure. But B is fine there.
Okay. Next up, we got Mr. Ryan Abe. Ryan, wait. Let me get.
It's easy for me.
Okay, but obviously you know this one the best.
Yes.
So let me see if I can accurately do this.
Yes.
I'm gonna say a strong. Maybe I think you're S or A, and I think you're either like next to, like, you're to the right of Danny or you're to the left of Kevin.
I was gonna sandwich myself an A because
Okay.
the odds, because like I will not spend over like $100. Like I never have at the casino, like ever. I've been to the casino probably 40 times in my life. I don't think I've ever spent more than $100 because I get loser's guilt. Like if I lose, I'm like, if I lost $1,000, which I never have, I would think about it for days. I would think about all the things I could have got, all this and that. So my anxiety would not let me. I'm pretty similar to Reggie. I feel like I'd put in some money in the slots, play some blackjack or roulette, and then if I'm done, I'm done. But to give myself credit, what I'm very good at and what I'm good at in the poker games is if I'm winning and I'm up, I pull out because I know that the luck will change. Yeah. So if I win $300 on a slot machine, I'm done. Yeah. I'm not playing another game, and I'm very good at the one thing I like about myself is there is no such thing as peer pressure with me. Yeah. Nobody can peer pressure me to do anything.
You're out.
And that's painful for some people because they try. Well, I don't care if you think I'm fun or not. I'm done.
Yeah. I agree. Like, nobody's going to get you to do something you don't want to do. If you don't want to spend another $100, $300 on the slots or on Jack Black, then you're not going to do it.
I would spend money on Jack Black if he asked.
True. If you put on a show in Vegas, you'd quit the Jack Black table and go see actual Jack Black.
I would do that.
So maybe in between Kevin and Thomas?
Yeah, I think that's super fair. I'm not like the luckiest person in the world, but I'm also not unlucky. I'm kind of in the middle, you know. Yeah, I think A would be fair for that. I would agree.
All right, cool. All right, last up, we got K and J. And first we got J. And
he is the
he's
easiest
number
answer.
one.
I was going to say, there's no other answer.
Yeah.
JC's the type, he would just wander into a casino, have zero plan. His phone would be on 1%. He has no idea what he's doing. It could be a table.
Drunk.
It could be a game he never played. Someone will go, hey, buddy, how about, hey, you want to play this game?
Yep.
All right. Throws down $100, and then they're like, you won 50 grand.
Yeah,
and you'd be like,
100%.
whoa.
100%.
I've seen it. It's so frustrating sometimes. Even with the steak thing. Sometimes he would fall. I remember one time he fell asleep on his couch while steak was playing, and I think he won $4,400.
Oh my god!
He didn't even know he won, and then woke up and was like, "Oh, nice!" It's like, what the fuck is that?
And you think about how many people lost so much money on steak. Like, that man had a huge come up on that website, and I will say he is, and I've heard Crawford say this too. He's like the luckiest person ever. Yeah. But to quote that quote again, the harder you work, the luckier you are.
And he has he has a lot of money to lose, and I do feel like my anxiety would be if I had literally, hypothetically, I had 300 grand in the bank. Maybe I would bet a little more than $100, but I don't. So I don't. So JC has worked hard enough for literally goddamn 13, 14 years where he can afford to lose $1,000 and it wouldn't be a big deal. Yeah. And I think that makes his luck chances better because if you bet $1,000, you have a better chance of winning more money than if you bet $5 like me. So no, he's S tier. He's actually like above S tier because Danny, Jake, and Reggie are there because they wouldn't lose.
Right.
JC would win everybody's earnings combined if he, as an accident.
Yes.
Like, I saw a video on TikTok.
Didn't even know what happened.
A guy thought he was putting in his money on like a penny machine, but it was a dollar machine. And then he bet the full board, which is like $100. And then he didn't know it. And he won $25,000. Oh
my God.
And he didn't realize it was a dollar one. He thought he won on the penny slots until someone was like, well, you bet $100. That's what happened to JC.
Yes.
He would accidentally bet money and then win 35x his money.
Yes.
Just the way it is.
100%.
Just the way it is.
He, on this tier list, easiest answer out of every single one. He is number one. He's above S tier. He will go into the casino. He will go on stake. He will win money. And if for some reason something goes wrong, he'll figure it out and he'll make something good happen. It's what he always does, even with gambling, even by chance. He will make it happen. And it has in the past. And someone just said he did yesterday. Shania. Or 2 days ago, apparently he won. I don't know, but I believe it.
There's a 0% chance he didn't. It happens every time.
He went to Vegas for a poker tournament that didn't happen and still won.
That to me is so funny. That's just so funny that he didn't look at the date and be like. Once again, the preparation thing. It's just as someone that prepares so much, it's so crazy to me. I am insane when I travel, like especially with my flight. I'm sure some of your chat can agree with this. I check my fucking flight status and my gate at least 100 times. I'm not kidding. And then when I get to the airport, I'm like, okay, A36. Okay, go to the thing. A36. Cool. Go to the next one. Okay, still A36. I just can't imagine.
No.
And that's just, I wish I could be more like him, where he could just be like, fuck it, I missed my flight. I'll just go to Tanzania instead. And it's like, hey, so that is why he's up there.
Fuck it. I came to Vegas for a poker tournament that's not for another month. I'm still going to win.
Yeah, still make the most out of it. So, yeah.
All right, last up, we got the K of K&J, Mr. Kean Lawley.
I think he's right up there, too.
Yeah, he's up there for sure. But what happened? Like, how were poker nights with Kean?
The last time we played, I think he won $1,000.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I think
really?
he won. I remember I said, well, let's go and
just
with
the boys? Yeah.
Well, because I think the buy-in was like $50. I bought in twice, so I only usually spend 100. And I do believe that day Crawford might have bought in about 9 times, and some of the other guys like Brandon might have bought in like 6 times. So you start drinking a bit, that money starts stacking up. And Kean Kean is quiet though about it. He won't let you know he's excited.
No,
he knows he's winning, and then at the end he'll let out like a like that, and then it'll be like count his money and be like. I think it was like 860, and I was like, that son of a bitch, man. He just quietly won $1,000.
Smart and determined.
Yes,
those are 2 words I would describe him as, especially with gambling.
Yes, for sure.
Right?
He's smart with his money, though. He's more like aware of his finances. He's like very hyper aware, so he's not going to allow himself to lose a ton, but he does win. He just does. I've witnessed it many times in my life where Kean will win a poker night and just clean up a lot of money. So
I'm thinking right here.
Yeah, for sure. Nobody's above JC.
Yeah,
but that to me is solid. I almost think we could move some of the S tiers to A.
Yeah, I agree.
I actually think K and J should just be by themselves.
I agree.
And then we could just kind of, because the fact that those guys would win money, they wouldn't lose.
Right. That's so different.
Right. So I think we could just take those 3 and put them above Kevin. Because they're still not going to ever lose. Danny's never losing at a casino, and neither are the Webbers, right? In my opinion. Right. I think that tier makes the most sense.
Yeah.
And it kind of looks visually now pleasing. With
it looks really good.
Yeah.
And okay, so let's just go down the line.
Yeah, let's see if we want to change anything now that we see it.
JC number 1, Kean number 2, Danny number 3 because he wouldn't lose, or Jake or Reggie.
I thought you said Rhett.
Rhett. Oh, yeah, where's Rhett?
Rhett.
And then we got Kevin because he would probably do all right.
He would do fine.
Same with you.
I could see him winning money, but he wouldn't lose a lot.
Thomas wouldn't lose a lot either.
Yep.
He would go, get a drink or get food or something. And then you got the Anderson brothers, who are in the middle because...
The Anderson brothers? The Webb brothers?
The Weber brothers.
You said the Weber brothers now. You're all over the map.
The Webb brothers.
The Webb brothers. Anderson Weber.
We got the Anderson Weber brothers.
They're too business savvy to lose.
Yes.
The Weber Anderson brothers.
Yes. We got the Weber Anderson brothers who are just too smart to lose a ton of money in Vegas.
You've had good moments in Vegas, so I feel like you've had enough to say, hey, I'm good. You're also
I'm
like me. Like, we don't have enough money to be like, hey, I blew $2,000. If you said it to me, I'd look at you and be like, why did you do that?
No.
And you would say the same to me, like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
We wouldn't allow that to happen.
I don't think either of us.
Absolutely
I could
not.
see neither of us doing that.
I don't ever. What's the most money you've ever lost gambling?
Probably like $100.
Right. Maybe once I probably might have spent $200, but like, dude, not really anything more than that ever. And I'll get like chicken tenders
100%.
and sit by myself and watch sports and then let the guys do the thing.
I will feel so much better about the investment in the chicken tenders
100%.
than in
that's
the
not
slots.
a loss. Food is never. That's what the problem with me with money is. Food is never a net loss to me.
No,
because I'm like, listen, I'm only here for a certain amount of time.
Yes,
I'm gonna enjoy some good food.
I'm gonna stay alive,
and I'm gonna stay alive.
I'm sustain myself.
Right. So I feel okay. Be fair.
Yes.
Christian B, but he's a little lower than you because if he's drinking,
he could lose.
It could get a little crazy.
Yes.
Dill, same
thing,
and it could get him real upset. And Dill, the reason I love Dill is Dill will wear his emotions on his sleeve. Dill is the least fake human being you will ever meet because he will let you know if he is in a good mood or a bad mood, and he is himself, which is good.
If he's happy, you know it. If he's not happy, you know it.
Yeah, he doesn't hide it.
Mondo, because he just probably wouldn't win a lot, but he also wouldn't.
Yeah, he's not
spend
a gambler.
lot.
He's not somebody. Yeah, he's in the middle of lucky and unlucky.
Yeah. Okay. So our C tier, especially with Crawford and Will, they also win a lot though. They're pretty low. They could win a lot, but I mean, they
think
can't
it's
lose.
fair though because it's the odds of like when you win a lot, you lose a lot. That is just the gambling. Any gambler will tell you when you win big, you also lose big because you can't win big unless you lose. That's the way it is. I think that C tier is perfect.
Okay.
Because they do, like I said, I've seen all of them win literally thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
But I've also seen them all lose thousands of dollars. So that's enough for me to put them there.
All right. And then Savage. Why do we put Savage there? 'Cause
He drinks.
Yeah.
And when you're drunk, you make worse decisions about money. So
and then like the next day, you wouldn't even.
yeah,
like,
he'd be like, "Oh shit, I Venmo'd $1,000 to this bartender. Why'd I do that?" You know,
he could like go play the slots, not do well, and then still go buy a bottle.
Right, exactly. So he'd still be losing something. Yeah, exactly. And then the bottom tier is funny.
Yes.
Because they would lose and it would be a comedic thing.
F for funny.
And it would be like, of course they lost. Like, of course Devontae lost a grand. Of course Rec. Of course David. Like, to me, that makes sense for them three. I think it would be like a bit almost. So
yeah.
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 I
Beautiful.
Like I think that's solid. I think that's.
my
I don't
God.
even think I would move it. I know someone said move Croft and Will. It's too close together. Like
I can see that, but yeah.
They're like that three as a trio. I feel like could just be all the same. They could all the same score.
Well, yeah, exactly. They could be a C. They could also be S.
Or
they could be F.
Correct. It could be higher or low. Gambling's highs and lows. That's
Yes.
literally what it's it's gambling. It's a gamble. And also like some of the NFT boys, like they're in that C tier because the NFT stuff was a gamble.
Oh yeah.
A lot of the NFTs, all those motherfuckers were like, Ryan, if you're not buying this Dizzy Duck, you're a moron.
Bro.
And I'd be like, guess what? I don't think I agree with that.
We got those pandas. I was like, oh man, I wish I didn't get
I
that
bought
panda.
one NFT because I was bullied. The first ever time I think I got peer pressured because I was being told by every camboy, dude, I'm telling you, in 3 years, you're going to thank me. And I'm like, okay, it's $480 because of the gas fee, some bullshit.
The gas fee.
And then the creator deleted the pandas a month later.
Oh my god.
And it went to zero. And I was like, you know what, Ryan? You learned a lesson. Never do that again. And not everybody is a genius.
No more NFTs.
And guess what?
Yes.
They ain't around no more, let me tell you that much. So
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't go that route. So yeah, that's why they're a little bit lower because of the NFTs. And guess who made money on NFTs? JC.
Gosh damn it.
Because of course he did.
Yes.
He might be one of the few that really made solid money and didn't like have a decent loss after a while. Like this, it's just the way it is with him, man. I don't know. He bought whatever, ape or something, and who knows what the fuck was going on. That was the weirdest time of my life. I will say
I agree.
the worst year ever.
That was so
2020
confusing.
was the worst year ever. I
That
hated
was
it
so weird.
much. So I'm glad that we are past that.
Me too.
And I'm glad that we got a great list here.
And I'm glad that you are going to Vegas for the first time this October.
I'm so excited. I hope some people go to TwitchCon. If you were there, I will see you.
Absolutely.
I will be a ticketed. I was at the last TwitchCon, but I didn't have a pass, so I didn't go in. I never went inside. I just was outside, and I was like, we were walking around. It was cool, but this year I actually want to be able to do stuff. I told you I bought the party pass. Partners get like a chance to buy a ticket to a pass. It's like at the Hard Rock or something. I was like, dude, I'm buying all of it.
Hell yeah.
I want to have a good experience. I don't want to have any FOMO for that if I'm there.
And you are a staple in the Twitch community.
Yeah, at least at this point I feel better. Like 2 years ago I didn't go to TwitchCon because I was like, I don't really do it that much.
Yeah.
And in the last year and a half I'm like, oh no, I stream a lot.
Yes.
So I feel I'm good on the Twitch lore now. I do it enough. I can hold my own in conversation about Twitch and like the changes, and I just feel like I'm in the community, and that's important to me. So
yeah, you're absolutely fucking crushing it. It's amazing to witness in this last year that we've been living together.
Not during JC Subathon, but I'll tell you what, once that ends, we're gonna be skyrocketing, baby.
Let's go,
baby.
We're
gonna skyrocket. JC, get off stream, please. Okay, we're all fucking dying, JC.
Yeah,
okay,
bro, we're starving.
JC, look at our fucking viewers. All right,
I'm so hungry.
Jesus, look what you've done to us.
Oh my god, amazing. Well, this was so much fun. I would argue this is one of our best streams together.
It was good, very good. We agreed on every single thing, which
I
is
know,
wild.
Yes.
And I'm excited about it.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you all so much for coming to chat. And thank you for coming through, Ryan.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Braving the traffic on your way over here.